After we visited Kitchity-Kippy, we were once again back on the road, this time to Munising for a catamaran boat ride to see Pictured Rocks. We were glad to have taken the boat tour, and Jane having changed our trip to Sunday instead of Tuesday due to the rainy weather predicted. It was a great decision. It was a fantastic day in the sun, and we were glad to be back on a boat again. Oh, and Fred was in his element. Our boat tour took us along Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, where towering sandstone cliffs stretch for over 15 miles along the shoreline. Their surface is painted with vivid colors, reds, oranges, yellows, and greens, created by the minerals leaching from the rock. Our tour guide shared fascinating insights into the geology, history, and ecology of the area, pointing out notable formations like Chapel Rock, a large rock formation topped with a solitary tree, and the Grand Portal, a massive archway that is partially collapsed but still stands as a testament to the area's dynamic natural forces. The vibrant blue and green hues of the water contrasted beautifully with the warm colors of the cliffs and created a striking visual experience.
This is Chapel Cove. Look over the side and sit down the bottom of the cove here. Water depth is 18 feet, and the boat draws 4 feet.
That way.
It was amazing he could get such a large boat into such a small cove. After a few hours, our boat tour of Pictured Rocks ended, and we were soon back on the road.
Thanks, it was a great time. I appreciate it. We just finished the Pictured Rocks boat tour, and now we're heading back to the Bates Bar and Grill. Don't know what town it is. Gould, I think. It's Gould City,
Which is not a city.
Michigan, which is not really a city, it's a town. And the roads are absolutely gorgeous. We're on, this is Route 28. I'm not sure if it's State Route 28 or State Road 28. Flat, smooth. It is straight. Matter of fact, I can see a mirage on the road way up ahead. But yeah, it's an incredible easy drive.
It was like, it's so straight in the mirages and stuff. There was a car actually passing. He was way off, but it's hard to tell if the car's passing or it's a car way ahead in our lane. So you gotta be careful with that.
He was passing.
He was passing, thankfully, safely.
We finished dinner. We stopped at the Bates Motel for dinner. It's a namesake after us, of course. And so we're on the way back to our campsite, and it's really strange. I've washed the windshield twice today. I've actually gotten up with Windex and paper towels, and we keep going through these clouds of bugs, and it is gross. It is gross. It is gross.
I don't know if they show up on the video, but it's like raining. You can hear them splattering on the windshield. But
and then you do the windshield wipers and
you know what that
sort of smear clean them off a little bit, and within 2 minutes you hear the rat-a-tat-tat on the windshield, and it's another cloud of bugs and guts and grossness.
So, you may recall we mentioned about the flies, the bugs on the windshield. Well, we just went through a swarm of them. And probably now you can see them on the windshield. It is covered. Disgusting.
It's Monday, May 20th. And Jane and I are walking on a elk path or an elk hiking trail in Gaylord, Michigan.
Aspen Park.
Aspen Park. It's springtime, so we don't expect to see any elk, although it'd be nice to see them. Normally in the rut, which is September, October, November, that's when you'd really see them. But it's a beautiful walk. A beautiful day.
It's city limits, so I don't know how many else here, but
And it's worth it just to take a little hike, take a little walk. We haven't had a chance to get a lot of exercise. Well, we did actually yesterday. We put in some steps, but when we travel days, we don't get much exercise in, so it's good for us to get out and get these old bones working.
although we did do a short hike in the campground this morning, which was good.
Yeah. Well, this is not hiking trails. These are when it's asphalt. You are here. It says Elk Trail right there on this one. So we're in Aspen Park in Gaylord, Michigan, and we actually thought that'd be, we'd be walking out on a trail or whatever, and there'd be loose, roaming elk. But that's not the case. Actually, it's a preserve, or at least it is right here. And there's a herd of maybe 50 or 100 elk way out in the hills. Over there, we can see them, and so we're actually heading to the what is it, Pigeon River Discovery Center, which is, it might be the same thing, but we're going to take a look and see what we can see, or maybe not.
Cool to see that one
Yeah.
up front, up close.
Yeah, so he's was laying by the fence right here, and then there's 50 or 100 up on the hill about quarter to half a mile, looks like a half a mile away. But interesting to see. Beautiful little park, park.
Nice trail.
Yeah. So it's worth it to at least get out and get the exercise. And I gotta be quiet because we might be coming up on that elk. We just don't want to disturb him.
What?
We're off the beaten path a little bit. We're heading out to see some other elk viewing area.
Pigeon River Discovery Center or something.
So we have to go 10 miles on this road, which is not a bad thing. It's an enjoyable drive. It's very much off the beaten path.
I think this might be wild elk out here, but I'm not sure. It might be another conservation area.
We spoke to the staff who gave us some tips on where the best areas were for viewing elk if we were going to be able to see any at all. They gave us some maps, pointed us in the right direction, and soon enough we were back on our way.
You just have to embrace the adventure.
And don't forget to click like at the bottom and subscribe. So we're heading out to the elk viewing area, or the area where they've seen elk, and this is just the beautiful ride through the forest. This is called Hardwood Lake Road. Okay, so we're out here in the middle of the woods following the GPS or whatever, and we've got a map with us. It's not an adventure until you've turned around at least once, or unless you've turned around at least once. This is the road. Thank goodness there is a turnaround here, because that is exactly what we're going to do right now. We missed a turn and caught it just as we were driving down this road. We looked and we said, "Hey, are you sure we're supposed to be going in this direction?" And so right now, that's exactly what we're doing. It is beautiful scenery though. It is absolutely beautiful scenery. So we'll hopefully see where we missed the turn off here. It didn't look like there was a turn. We just kept on going. Thought it was the straight road. But then we saw the actual label on the road, and uh-oh, not the right one. So this is the turn off we missed. There's no label on the road, and we'll see if this is the right turn. Who knows? Wish us luck. Heading up on a little walk up to Inspiration Point. Should be a lookout over a small lake, small pond. See if we have a chance to see some elk. They said that there's been some elk sightings here during the day. We didn't see any on the last little road we took. This is I don't know how long of a trail did she say it was?
Half a mile.
Half a mile, yeah. Uphill both ways. We'll see. Nobody here. We're pretty much out in the boonies. I think we're about 5 or 6 miles out on this road, someplace. Oh, poison ivy. Be careful. Be careful, poison ivy.